What is up, guys? Today we're going to be building something like this into something like this. If you want to find out how to do that as well, obviously hit me up with a like and a comment. But here comes the tutorial, guys, and enjoy. So what is up, guys, Kevin, and today on the first installment of this episode, I'm probably going to try and get this done as quick as I can. We're going to be building a very simple castle. Anyone can do this, quite nice and easy. What we're going to need to do is find a terrain that you like. I've personally picked one like this because I think it looks pretty damn cool. I think a castle looks pretty damn sick here. It doesn't really matter, the flatter the better, it doesn't need to be super flat. I'm going to be building mine around and on terrain. So first of all, what you're going to be need to be doing is picking the colours or the blocks that you're going to be making your particular sort of castle out in particular. So for me, I'm probably going to go with a nice stone and cobblestone. You can mix this up during the sort of thing. I'm also going to go for a mossy cobblestone as well for texture and detailing, but we're going to be saving that until the very last thing. Just going to show you detail and obviously at the beginning the main part of the build. So start anywhere that you want. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be symmetrical at the beginning because obviously you're starting from fresh. So place 3 blocks on the floor anywhere that you'd particularly like. 1, 2, 3, like so, and then obviously going to come down 1 down to the right, 1 more down to the right, and then 1 more, which is going to be a 3, and the exact same thing on this side as well. Now guys, these are the things that are on the end of the castles, on the end of the bulk of the castle, and these things will have 4, so we have one particular one here, another one over there, another one over there, another one over there. Now a lot of people will just do a circle and connect, circle, connect, circle, connect. We're not going to be doing that. We're actually going to be making a full flushed, quite a fancy looking castle, and quite a big one as well. So we're going to go another 2, then obviously the third one's going to be a 3, 1 back in, oh my bad, like so, it's going to be a 3, 1, 2, like so. And as you can see, that is the one part of the castle. Now, there are actually going to be 4 bits to this, so 1, 2, 3, 4 per one. If you don't know what I mean, it's going to be something like this. Obviously from the middle block here, the third one, this applies to this side as well because obviously you're making it this side going round. It's going to come down an extra 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the exact same on this side for the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to build the exact same pattern here that we just did on each one of these bits here. So as you can see from the middle one here, we're obviously going to carry on from the, so the 7th is going to be 3, like that, 3, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, third one coming 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. As you can see, it's pretty darn easy, pretty simple, not gonna lie. As you can tell, there we go, and it all connects up. So obviously we're gonna have 4 of those in total around here. Obviously guys, don't worry about the texture and terrain too much because obviously this is a castle. I'm just showing you the skeleton on actually how to build this particular thing at the beginning. So don't panic if the skeleton or sort of your build is not going right in particular. Remember, you can always build up, guys. Remember that. So like for instance here, this one is gonna build along here, like so. Again, no panic at all, I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. Whoops, like so. I'm going to finish off a 4 here just so I can show you what to do. So 1, 2, ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 7th is going to be the third one. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And come 1, 2. Get some grass back in there. 3, which is going to be other one coming along. There we go. 1 more down. 1, 2, 3. The third one is going to be 1, 2. It's going to come along as well. 1, 2. God, this is annoying. 3. And then obviously these are going to connect like so. As you can see, like that. Now if we go all the way upstairs, you can have a look. See, what we need to do now is just connect this, which should actually connect all the way in the middle perfectly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there we go. And that is 1 there. So obviously you're going to need to be doing 4 of these. Personally, you can build these however long that you want. I'm going to be building them quite far, probably to the end of the map here, over here. Obviously a little tip as well, you can build 2 in the middle. Now, as you don't know what I mean, as you can see, we're obviously going to be going, 1 is going to be going towards the right here, and 1 is going to be going down here all the way along. So for instance, it's going to come all the way along down into here. I'm going to judge where the middle is, so obviously 1, 2, the third one. Here, and obviously come in 1, 2, the third one as well here. Now, a little trick we can do here is a lot of people will just do straight walls. Now we're going to do straight walls for the time being, just to obviously see where we're at. But what we're going to be doing is taking all of these out and coming here. So we're going to leave 2 blocks from the middle. So as you can see, the 2 ones with the middle ones here. Remove all this, it probably might be a little bit easier to see. As you can see, this is going to be a wall coming across. Now you want to do this because obviously the walls, I think the walls are probably the most important thing, and the walls are going to look more dainty. So you can go however far as you want here, it doesn't actually matter. But you're going to need to be doing your walls, sort of your walls first, because obviously you won't know where obviously the next sort of circle or slash connector column will actually go. So make sure you know actually where your walls are going to be going. So for me, I'm just going to go build all the way along down here, so we get probably to the edge. And I might build some other things as well if you guys are interested. We can build a castle and then obviously sort of a moat with the boats and the ships. It's entirely up to you guys, but obviously we're going to see how it goes for the time being. Now there's too much dirt up here, so I'm just going to remove some of this like slow, like so. Too many damn sheeps up here, that's for sure. He's eating that. Let's roll back down here. Carry on like so. What the hell was that? And I'm probably going to build mine roughly around here. Now it doesn't actually matter if you go too far, guys. Please do remember that, obviously, because your shape will actually override most of that on the next side. If you've got world editor as well, please do that. But the majority of us, 9 times out of 10, do not use world edit like myself. I actually am a noob at world edit and don't know how to use it at all. So as you can see here, that's going to be a 6 along. So the easiest thing for you to do is probably come all the way along over here. And then you want to count 1, 2, and this is going to be our other wall here, like so. So as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and it's as simple as that. Then all you need to do after that is literally just the 7th block back in. Is just make your next zone, really. That's pretty much it. So we're just going to do that, and then after I've done all 4 all the way around the edges to show you the skeleton, I'll literally come back and show you what the next step will be, guys. So there we have it, guys. You can see the aspect of we've got the 4, then we've got the 6, so we got the 4, 6, 4, and then just carry on around like that. Obviously, if you have any stuck on this tutorial, I will shadow over one of these in particular, and you can mimic it. Obviously, take a screenshot and then refer to it at any point in time. So you've got 3, then 1, 2, the third one being another 3. 1, 2, third one being another 3, another 3, another 3, and then in the sections between these are 6 along here. So you want to come 6 in total. Then after that, you want to come a 1 in from each one, 1 all the way down, 1 each all the way down. So this should be a 4 block. If we have a look right now, this would be a 4 block. As you can see, that fits snugly in there. Got no idea what's going on there. As you can see, if we zoom all the way out, the one on the left at the bottom left hand corner does look a little bit sketchy compared to the other ones. Now I have actually measured it and it's all correct. It does look sketchy because obviously the terrain is slightly different and it's built up at an angle. These strips along here, if you want to know what they are, and my personal preference for the particular land, are 51 blocks along. Now you can actually go longer than this, it's entirely up to you, but I think 51 actually looks pretty cool as a castle in itself. Now what we're going to be doing now after this is, if you've done this skeleton like so, is we're actually going to build the rest of these towers up to a certain point which we're happy with. We're not going to do wall shit, we're just going to do towers. Now personal preference, just by looking at this, I'm probably going to go off this one a little bit higher, so I'm going to check how much this one is and go down and have a look at this. So see how many are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm not sure if I want to go 15 or a little bit more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go 20. So you want to build these 20 up high as well if you want to look like something that I had previously, which you've just seen. So I'm going to go 20 high on each of these 4 statues here. Only on the statues. We're going to configure the walls and everything else in a little while. So once you've done that, come back to me and then we will carry on having a look and see what we've got. Also a nice little factor to point out as well, guys, if you do get a little bit lost on heights as well by spreading this actual out so it's all even and all symmetrical on all the red sides, you can actually use something like we use in the Minecraft, the pixel tutorials, which something called tax. For this, it's going to be a leveler though, so for instance this block is the same height as this, so all I need to do would build this block as high as to the point of the other one. This can be anything, by the way, but for instance we're using dirt, so you can take that away now because that is high enough, and exactly the same on the other side, so this can branch out all the way over to on this side as well. If you're on creative mode, you can still do this in survival mode. It has been done and I have done it, so you can do it all the way along here just by holding shift. I'll show you really quickly, like so. Hold shift, come all the way along to the edge, And there we go to the vantage point like so, and then just jump down. As well, you can just go all the way up the top here till it connects, like so. Easy mode. And that's how you do it all the way around, and then you remove all those blocks. That makes sure that it's all sort of the same height then and there. And then after we've done all the points around the edges, I will come back and we will start doing the walls. So yeah. So there we go, guys. The actual 4 pillars are done now on each side. They are all level as well with the technique that we use now to crack on with the walls. If you made it this far, well done. You probably got carpal tunnel exactly like me because my wrist is fucking painful. But now it's time to crack on with the walls, and I'm just going to give you a quick brief on what we should be aiming for. Now, best thing to do is actually just follow these walls probably all the way up to the top. Now personally what I'm going to be doing is changing the sort of 1 block from the edge all the way up for a different stone. So it's going to be cobblestone for this particular one in the middle, all the way up to the top, exactly the same on the other side, and they should all be level. Even if I went around with a whole sort of block running around level all the way along, it should actually connect all the way to the top, so that's pretty damn good. So the one in the middle, just put a line of cobblestone. You can actually change the bottoms now to actual cobblestone as well, so that one hasn't got it on that side as well. So we're going to be doing the walls as well as high as you can. So from this particular part, we're going to leave the 2 that are in here because they will be made into something else. Actually, you can just carry them up as well, to be totally honest. It's going to look like it's going to pretty much be zoned off from everything else. Now what you want to be actually aiming for here is probably 2 seconds, aiming not too far away from the top. So as you can see, I'm going to put probably 2 away from the top, and that's running all the way along as well. So the walls are going to be all the way along, 2 away from the top, as you can see, like so. And then from there you pretty much want to collaborate or go round from this with the actual stone. It's probably the easiest way as well to give you a distinctive straight line. Same with this sort of shebang right here right now. So we're going to go all the way up to the top with this line as well. Remove all them. There we go. This should all be level, and these should just come up to the top as well. Same, exactly the same on this side. From that one, remove that like so. My bad, didn't remove that one. Come all the way up to the top with this one as well in particular, like so. And then just carry this on the whole way round. And this actually should connect as well. So you'll have somewhat of a small circle. We can envision it in a minute. I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, if we come over here, it's a small circle. And then what you're going to try and do is when you've done all this, you want to basically try and find the middle when you finish. Now the easiest way to do this is actually do the circle of the second platform. The reason why you want to find the middle of this particular circle is because you want to actually put a glowstone or a couple of glowstones, maybe like a star in the middle. Purely on the principle, on the fact of that you obviously need a light source in here. And if you don't put a light source in here, then you're going to have way too many creepers coming in and trying to fuck up the old shit. So, in other words, what we're going to do is just try and get this as straight or as equal as we can, which is going to be pretty easy because we're just going to build in like so. Let's take away one more there. Let's come in here and here, and the same on that side. So this is probably going to be the middle here, which is going to be a 4 block. That's really nice, easy and simple. Is you just want to grab a couple of glowstone. So search for glowstone, like so. Grab a glowstone, plonk it in, and there we go. You can actually just fill the rest of this in, but we're going to do the sort of actual internals and everything else of this whole castle. It's not just going to be a skeleton, guys, it's going to be the whole internal of it. So I'm going to build one of these, and then we're going to come back and have a look, and then I'm going to show you what you're going to need to do for the rest of them on just this one. So yeah, click of the fingers, then we'll be there. So as you can see, that is all done. With the other sides as well, exactly the same. 2 on the last pillars and then fill it all the way to the top. And as you can see, 2 blocks left all the way around the other side. Now, here's this little tricky bit going on right now. Is you want to find sort of a main platform which is level. So we're going to break a couple of blocks to see which is level. And on this particular occasion, it's going to be this. So we're going to make it all the way along, all the way around, all the way to the walls are going to be this kind of level. Now, probably thinking, oh, hang, you know, is this gonna work out right? Is this gonna work out right? We're gonna remember, guys, that the walls and everything else is level, so everything underneath it and everything now will actually just fall into place. Pretty simple and easy. So what we want to do now is just find, obviously, our base set, which is going to be sort of this particular bit in here, and you just pretty much just want to make a platform in particular these towers this sort of level, and obviously the stone that you're using. You can mix up stones however you want to mix them up, guys. It's entirely up to you. I think I'm going to go for a cobblestone base, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in some mossy cobblestone just for a little bit of texture, and I'll show you what that means in a minute. I'm just going to speed this clip up in particular because yeah, obviously it's not that hard, and it will be done in a short amount of time. So there we go, that is that in particular. Also, we're going to grab some mossy stone, and you can literally just place this however you want to place this. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to dart this around. Only on the bottom floor though, please do not put it on the walls, otherwise you'll crack and sort of misplace the illusion on the outside. I mean, it's up to you. If you're working instead of stone with cobblestone, you can put mossy stone around. It depends, it's entirely up to you. But I think it's just going to be a little bit more sharper if we just put it on the floors. Now, you're probably thinking, you know, what is the significance of the 4 block here? Obviously to produce light, but at the same time is property and ownership to the top half of this as well. And I'll show you what I mean here. You can actually just build on the cobblestone here with any particular other block. So for instance, I'm going to build it with grass, which I did with the sort of lines of the pylon. You can go as high as you want on this because it's just for measurement as well, and the same on this side as well. But we're not going to build all the way up. I just thought about it. You can literally just build a 4 around like so, and then we can remove the rest of this tripe down here. So we get rid of all of this, move this like so. This is going to be sort of a little town. Now, what we're going to be focusing on here is you actually want to fill the rest of this in with sort of stone, which we're going to do really quickly right now, and hopefully there's produced enough light in there for nothing to spawn in there. It's not really too much of an issue if you're on creative, because obviously nothing can technically harm you at this particular stage, but it's just kind of a frustration, and it's very annoying to have that on survival. So please do bear that in mind. Obviously, if you've got torches and you built this around, bung some torches on the sides of the top paths here, but as it's sort of creeping into night, we're just going to use a handy little dandy little tool right there and make sure that nothing spawns in particular for that zone. So we're going to fill in the rest of the circle like so. Really nice and easy, with obviously with stone because it carries on around through the walls and the platforms. There we go, beautiful. And then after that you want to come down from the pillar that you've just made and make sort of a similar pillar in the middle. Now this is actually to correspond to the roofs, so you're probably thinking what the hell that for, and this can be as high as you like. Now the easiest thing I found for this is just to leave it enough blocks so you can just see over the particular things. Now this gives the illusion as well that there's a giant sort of beanstalk or a stem running through this, and you pretty much want to do the exact same things on these ones as you did here. So what you want to do is just basically fill in sort of the shape that was here. So we're going to take away 2 blocks from each particular corner, so as you can see it's level with that, and the same thing on this side. 2 blocks, the inner one here, as you can see, and the same on this side. It's pretty easy to map out and to see. It's not that hard at all. Just remove those as you do, like so. 1 2 1 2, so it's all level, and then just basically do the exact same thing in the middle of this glowstone in between here, just to make sure. Obviously hollow all of this out so you have a level ground. And technically, if I am standing correctly, if we come all the way out, back out down here and come in here, you should actually be able to make 2 here which come into these. It's exactly the same on this side, 2 there. Obviously that ground is not flat corresponding to the baseline, that one is. Take these off, take these off. And as you can see, if we walk in here, and this would all be stone, we look up, it's obviously going to be a 4 in here, or a select number of glowstone. I might pop some in the corner just to be odd and quirky and different, but that is pretty much the baseline of that, or the base set. So I'm going to just fill in these sort of sections in here. I'm going to speed up the video, I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to carry on and speed these up, show you it's like, and then carry on throughout the video. Now as you can see, it's sort of a different pattern in here. It's entirely up to you what you have in here, guys. It really is. You know, the quirkier the better. But I'm just going to plonk some glowstone. This doesn't have to be to what I have done it. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. But for me, I think that looks pretty sharp. And as you can see, like so. And you want to do these with all 4 of them. And then once you've done that, it's exactly the same principle as well. You need to find the middle of this whole entire thing, which I am trying to guess what it is. Easiest way to use this is probably find out up the top here. It's come into 1 2 each side, and exactly the same on this one. 1 2 1 2 1 2. As you can see, I think it's 1 more on each of these that it connects to a middle one, like so. And the middle one, just want to plug a glowstone there, just to make sure we know where the edge is for the next part of the build. So you want to do that with all of them as well. Keep the glowstone there, and yeah, we will consume this in a minute. So as you can see, once you've done all of those steps, you'll have something that looks like this. Make sure that they're all level on the top half over here, and then obviously underneath the glowstone, just put a stone block. And what we're going to be doing now is actually doing the roofs. Show a really nice, easy and simple way to do the roofing on these little bad boys. Is what we're going to be using is some sort of medieval wood. So we're going to go for the darker shade of wood, like so. And then what you want to be doing is removing the stone underneath each of the glowstones, like so. And then the wood is actually going to be broken off into these small sections here. Now, what we're going to be doing is coming one out from all of these. As you can see, one out, like so. Because if we remove all these, you get something that looks like that. But we're going to just go all the way around the edges, like so. And same with this one. All the way around the edges, like so. And come and connect this. Now this actually will be removed. Don't panic. Just want to make sort of the spiral, as you can see, like so. So after that, it's literally just follow it all the way around with the wood. So you've just got a wooden structure. Take out all the stone. There we go. And then from there, this pillar, or this sort of glowstone, you want to come up as many as you want. Now personally, I'm not sure how many I want to go up. I'm probably going to go up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7's a good idea. Not too sure just yet. And you just want to put invisible stairs all the way up till it connects, and not that high. So about 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 along. 4 along on that one there. 4 along, not too bad. And you want to make these come out as well. Like so. And you want to pretty much just do this the whole way around. Easy and simple. Just build all the way in. Just come in as close as you can. You can connect these. I just like to take that one out though. Just gives it that sharp effect. Like so. 2, 3. Come in 1. Like so. If it would do it. There you go. Nope, still not doing it. These corners are going to be a pain in the ass. How did I do this one? That was one there. Okay. There we go. Like so. And just build that all the way up to the top. And you should have sort of a funky spiral. We're going to do that in a minute. Just place a block underneath all of these. So as you can see. Something like this. Carrying all the way around. Roofing is really not that hard. Just takes a little bit of used to, or getting used to, shall we say. It just comes a little bit awkward sometimes, that's all. There we go. Pretty much something like that, and then you just want to pretty much just build it all the way up, but it needs to come out 1. Please do bear that in mind, guys, but it should always be coming out 1. You should have 1 all the way around, so as you can see, 1, 1, 1, 1, next 1, 1, 1, 1, and exactly the same on this side. You can just pretty much just follow this around, to be honest. They can all connect like so, and the same with the top half, like so. And there we go. That is the roofing for that one in particular. You can take away these now. 1, 2. There we go. So you can see you've got 2 slides there. Fill in the rest of that, and there you go. There is your sort of defense. You can actually just take all of these out from the middle if you want. All of these out, stray ones, and same on this side. Oops. Probably not all from that side. Regret that. Let's bring it back like so. And there we go, you have sort of a little siege tower you can see out of. See this side, and you can see this side. You can actually remove sort of these blocks for fences if you want to, it's entirely up to you. No idea what I was going on for there. Wow, there's loads of fences. Jungle fence, black fence. Let's go for the same sort of shade of colour. I'm just going to come along here, maybe not take out that one in particular. whoops, like so. And I'm going to cover this up as well. There we go. So as you can see, sort of like a little watchtower there. Really quite nice and simple. Obviously, if you've got sort of a better roofing strategy, you can always do that on your ones. But it's entirely up to you what kind of roof you have here. That's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to finish off doing this 4 peaks here, and then I'll come back and show you what we're going to be doing afterwards. So as you can see, guys, I've done so many variations of roofs. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what I've got and which ones I like in particular. This one's alright. It's a little bit sketchy on certain sides of the roofing. This one was just a dud one. Not too sure I'm going to be using this one. It's not that great. It's okay. It's kind of missing some blocks as well, which is a little bit dodgy. I'm going to leave that out and just patch them up like so. Not too sure what's going on here, but it does look dodgy as hell. But anyway, that's not too bad. This one I thought, it's pretty cool. I like the look of this one. I really am sort of digging the vibe from this one. Obviously, you need to touch up on certain blocks as well. As you can see, not too bad, not too bad. Enjoying that one. And this one's probably going to be my favourite, which I'm going to be doing the most of, which is just sort of the standard one, which just winds up. Not too bad. But whatever you choose, make sure you follow the pattern all the way through, and it's entirely up to you how you want to do it and how it looks, as I say. But personally, I think I'm going to go for this one here. It just overhangs ever so slightly. But this is what you want to be going for, as you can tell, is just sort of the sections that are zoned off, and yeah, pretty much just make a hole. As you can see, when it gets dark, these are going to be the lights from the watchtowers themselves in general. Not too bad, and obviously the walls will connect, which we're going to be sorting out just in a minute, and I'll explain that. But you're probably thinking, what the fuck is this giant pillar going to be doing then? Because I have no idea. Many different variations you can do on this one, guys. You can go slightly higher and spiral down, which I'll show you like so. If we grab the 2 middle ones here and then come up, invisible stair sets all the way along. So for instance like this, same on this side, come all the way up to the very tippy top of the peak that we can get to, which I'm not too sure how many blocks it is, but you can pretty much use your instinct, and I was bang on perfect there. And you can continue this all the way along like so. Maybe not this side because of the wall, but for the structure wise, as you can see, it's going to bend round. It's basically going to look like it's pretty much clamped down. It's going to look freaking furious, pretty damn good. So I'm going to go for this one as well, obviously, because I've got to correspond with the thumbnail that's on this particular video. So I'm just going to carry on building this, and we're going to see what it looks like as well, guys. You can just build a freaking giant roof for this. It's entirely up to you. I mean, it's your castle at the end of the day, but I'm showing you how to build the one that was on particular of this thumbnail. Now you're probably thinking, hey, what the f can I do with this? Well, this is pretty darn easy and simple if you think about it. You could, when you finished all the walls, you could build a structure. So this could be another secondary watchtower, which you could stand up here at the peak and overview your city, or you could have some archers on it. It's entirely up to you guys. Get creative, and yeah, let me know what you do with yours. But now I'm going to commend and carry on with the walls, so we can finish up sort of finalizing this piece here. So you can see all the way up the top till you reach 2 away. So it's going to be here in general. So here, well, not here, along here, all the way up to the top here. There we go, and the same with this side as well, and you want to carry this on all the way along. Now, as well, same thing on these sort of cones that we just did as well. If you carry on all the way looking at sort of one particular thing, as you can see, the walls obviously need a walk along, so hence why the 2 along. Because if we come all the way up to the top, I'll give you a quick demonstration or some variations. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, let's get all the way up there as quickly as we can. God, this takes a freaking long time. There we go, that's that side done. Now all we need to do is this side, which that is complete too. Now, let's jump well in the gap in the middle here. It's entirely up to you how you do this. For me, as well, think about it. I'm just going to bridge this all the way along. You probably think this, Jesus Christ, that is a massive gap, which it is, to be totally fair. But the beauty of this is, if we come in here, you can see that there's a giant drop. Now you can actually have several layers on this if you entirely want to, several walkthroughs or platforms. For us, we're probably going to be having 2, one external and one internal. External being that you can walk around this freely and easy, for instance like this, and you can walk all the way along and this will all be litted up, and everything else same, running all the way through. You won't be able to see it from the outside. All you'll see is the running trim on the top, which is going to be this in particular section here, which is you can do many different variations of this. You can carry on this particular line and follow through. So for example like this, and then you can mix up blocks like so, which we're probably going to be doing for our particular build, and then switch back to that. You can also put fencing in between some of these blocks or on top of these blocks, which I'm not too sure what I'm going to go for just yet, because I want to have an actual view over this. Or you can just do the linear stereotype, which is going to be obviously the one block, miss a block, one block, miss a block, which is also very nice as well. So if we take all these ones out, as you can see, it's going to be one block, miss a block, one block, miss a block, like so. And then again, the same thing, is just plonking some fence in the middle. So you have a really nice tidy sort of stretch right there, which I'm probably going to be doing that variation for this. So you want to do that on all of them as well, so make sure you do your roofing on one particular roofing on all of them so they all look symmetrical. This is just a dummy, guys. I'm just giving you variations to see how it looks. You don't have to do the pillar at all. You can remove that entirely. It's entirely up to you. I'm probably going to remove it and see what it looks like, or I'm going to branch it out and use it for something else in particular. But yeah, it's entirely up to you guys how you want to use it, how you want to do it. It doesn't have to be like that. It just gives sort of somewhat the illusion of that. You could actually take this whole entire thing out here and do something else, or you could make this a solid branch and build all the way out. It's entirely up to you. There's so many different variations, but as I say, guys, the thumbnail you have chosen is what you're going to be making. So I'm going to take this out for my personal preference. Obviously, that was just showing you what you could do for that. I'm going to leave somewhat of a stem in the middle. I'll show you what we're going to be doing with the stem for this particular build. I'm just going to leave it as a sort of a sanctuary like this. Just a well in the middle as well. It just gives the illusion that there is a beam running through here as well. As you can see, it just looks a little bit more smarter and tidier. Holy shit, they spawn there pretty quick. As you can see, like so. So what we're going to be doing is the walls and all the way along like that, and yeah, that'd be pretty good. But that's it for this episode, guys, because it has run over time. If you've done that, awesome, well done, you are fucking amazing. Hopefully you can stay till the next one, because part 2 we're going to be mixing out and sort some other things out. I'm quickly going to do all of the tutorial steps that we just done. So we're going to be doing the inside of the cones. If we come all the way in here, come all the way in here, I'm going to be doing all of these cones as well, flush throughout the floors, and obviously the top halves as well. And also going to be building the exterior or internal sort of branch through, which walks all the way around at the end, which is pretty damn simple and easy. All you need to do is come in with, if it will let me in, hello. Take 3 out just to make it safe. And then you just want to come all the way along like so, pretty easy. Find the first 2 away, so 1, 2, like so, easy mode. And you want to make sure this is level as well. Obviously it's good because you are using the exact same blocks. I think this is going to be level, maybe, not too sure, but we can always correct it. I'm literally going to have a guess, which it is. Holy shit, that was really quite good. Like so. And then you pretty much can just build fences all the way around the sides just to connect it so it looks somewhat flush. Or, you know, there's loads of different variations here. You can do this and then build it all the way along so it doesn't look like it's floating. Like so, build that all the way along, and then you can grab some torches and make it look pretty inside. Yeah, there's a lot of steps to this thing, and I'm sorry if it did confuse you. I am trying my best. I'm not sort of a great sort of a builder, but you know, you can pretty much do what you want, tinker around with it, and have some fun really, and just make it look sort of personalized in your own. But yeah, that's sort of the variation we're going to be going for. My bad, those torches are incorrectly placed. So 3 on the side there. This is all going to be internal, this walkway. And obviously the actual walkway is, holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. It's obviously going to be less. Remember, guys, as well, a few little tips and tricks. That this actual area needs to be flat all the way along, the whole damn thing. And the same with all the other sort of internal bits here as well. Choose a roofing that you like, carry on around, and everything else. So that has been that sort of little video tutorial. Part 2, we're going to be finishing up the rest of the castle. I do apologise, it's extremely long. This build is very time consuming as well, so please take your time and enjoy yourself. But as always, guys, Killer Kev here, and Killer Kev out.